Well, hello, Earth signs. Welcome in, welcome in. This is going to be your weekly reading for October 19th through the 26th. This is, just a quick reminder, this is a general reading, meaning it will not resonate with everyone, and that's okay. Don't force it to resonate. So just take what resonates, leave the rest. But if it does resonate, there is a link below, as well as a lot of additional information about the extended version. So if it is your reading and you want to learn more, check out the description box and check out the extended link. Let's see, timestamps are below as well. So if you want to skip right to the tapping part, you can do it. Hey. Ooh. So for this week, for all the signs, I'm changing it up a little bit, and I'm going to look at your current energy, the potential challenges you may face this week, and then the potential outcome. And like always, there's going to be a card underneath. I'm going to pull a card for the energy that's going on just below the surface that you might not be aware of. So it's always telling. Always. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Earth signs. Gosh. Okay, cards are ready. Let's go. Let's start laying out the... I don't even know where to go with that. Like, that's just... So in your current energy, you're showing up as the Five of Swords, the Five of Cups in reverse, and then the Sun card. Thank God for the Sun card. Gosh. All right, you'll be able to see the bottom half of these. Let's see. The Moon, the King of Wands, and the Tower. And the potential challenges this week. This just feels bigger than a week. This already feels bigger than a week. And the potential outcome, you have the Hanged Man, the Knight of Pentacles, the Empress. What's going on underneath the Four of Pentacles? Well, you're starting this with a bang. I can tell you that this week. Oh, this is bigger than a week, though. This really does feel bigger than a week. I'm going to clarify a couple things. So let's just go. Oh, I'm going to be honest. This does not feel great. This is coming in very heavy, very not a lot of movement here. This feels very stuck. So, oh God, so let's dive in. Let me tune in here. Okay. So what's going on underneath that you may not be aware of, the Four of Pentacles. So this is absolutely, I just get the strong sense that this is fear. So this is, you're holding back, or you're wanting to stay complacent of where you're at, and you're just uncertain, or you're fearful to move forward because you have no idea how it's all going to work out. And I see that throughout your reading. It's like things are happening, big things, big energy. It is happening all around you, and I think you're just in a bunker. It feels like you're just in a bunker, batting down the hatches here, like, holy shit, what's going on around me? I'm not moving, I'm not going anywhere because I have no idea what's happening, kind of thing. Like, really overwhelming energy here. And you're just clinging to comfort. Anywhere you can find comfort at this point, you're clinging to it. And I'm not blaming you here, because there's never blame here. I get it, and I understand why you are clinging to anything and everything that is somewhat safe and comfortable to you, because the whole reading doesn't feel comfortable. Very heavy, like I mentioned, because your current energy, you're showing up, like I mentioned earlier, Five of Swords, Five of Cups in reverse, and the Sun. I just don't believe it. I don't believe with the energy and the conflict that's showing up. It's coming in like I have been through so much to get here. And I'm going through so many changes that I just can't believe or see or feel that happiness is available. Because I'm just going through so much. And it's almost like you've been working hard on this path and you're not seeing the payoff. You're not even understanding what's going on, why this is happening. Like, it just feels like chaos. It feels like chaos is what it is. So it's like you're surrounded with chaos and conflict. There's some manipulation here. There's a big sense of loss and defeat and failure. A lot of conflict, and it is just, it almost is like the conflict, you're having to work through some of this conflict and chaos to get you to a place where you can see it for what it is, where you can see that that really didn't serve you. And it's you're working through it so you can move more towards what's happiness and clarity, but you're in the midst of it. It just is chaotic. And I do feel that maybe somewhere deep down that you do get a sense that this is all happening for a reason. Like, you've got to work through some of this conflict and the arguments and some of this manipulation by others, some of this loss. You've got to get through this in order to get to the happiness, in order to get to the sun. You got to work through it. And I think somewhere deep down you do know this. It maybe only comes in little glimpses, like little glimpses of knowing. Because when it shows up like this, the fives and the fives, it does feel like it's been brewing for a long time. Maybe you haven't had that tough conversation yet, or maybe you didn't want to address the issue. You're just trying to sweep it under the rug the best you can because you didn't want to get into it. You didn't want to argue. You didn't want to fight. You didn't want to feel the discomfort of that. And you didn't want to admit the loss of the situation. So it's almost like you swept it under the rug for a while, but you can't ignore it anymore. You can't ignore it, and man, it's coming in a big way, in a chaotic way. But somewhere deep down you knew it had to happen. I do get that sense. I do get that sense. And you know you have to clear the air. You have to clear the air here in order to move forward. For sure. It's just you really didn't want to do it. And you were avoiding it, I think, for a long time. Now, your potential challenges here, if that's not enough, like the conflicted, chaotic energy you're in, if that's not enough, your potential challenges is the Moon, the King of Wands, and the Tower. So I do get the sense that the Tower is coming in here strong to usher. I think the Tower more than likely created the situation where you can no longer sweep things under the rug. I think the Tower was the catalyst for you to address this situation with, whether it's your job or with other people or with family. The Tower came in as your catalyst to say, hey, you've got to have these tough conversations. You're going to have this. It's almost like you're going to have it out. You're going to have to move through conflict here. You're going to have to face the conflict and move through the conflict and deal with everything that comes along with that, because you can't hide anymore. You can't run from it. The Tower's coming through loud saying change is afoot, and it had to happen. And I see you as the King of Wands here. It feels like you are doing your best to take a step back. You're doing your best to show up as compassionate as you can. You're doing your best to take inspired action. I don't see you being reactive here, and I like that. Well, I see you struggling with not being reactive, but you're acknowledging that you maybe are a little reactive, and I feel like the challenge is trying to take a step back, trying to have a more compassionate approach with this King of Wands, trying to share your thoughts and ideas in a way that maybe isn't so confrontational maybe. That's a struggle for you, but I see you stepping up to the challenge versus being just reactive and just saying it how it comes through in your head and just kind of going for it, guns a-blazing. I do see you trying, which is good, to stand in a different kind of power and to hold your ground in a different type of way that doesn't have to be so edgy, so gritty, so argumentative. You know, there's a different way to approach the situation. And that's a challenge, but I see you trying. And the moon is here. And I'm going to clarify the moon, because I do get a strong sense of what the tower is, but I'm not sure. So the moon is shining a light on things that are hidden. So things are coming up. The challenge is going to be this situation, I feel, is bringing up a lot of stuff within you that you do need to look at, that you do need to move through and heal, or you just need to be aware of that you've got some things going on within you that are playing a significant role in how this goes down. So let's clarify what is coming to light here. What is coming to light? What is the moon card? Clarify the moon card. What is coming to light here? What's coming to light? Okay. The King of Cups, the Three of Wands. Wow. The Ace of Wands. What's coming to light is you're getting really in tune with what you want. All of this conflict and all this chaos is bringing up in you going, okay, I don't want this. I don't want to be in situations like this. This doesn't feel good. And since you're in the middle of it, with the Three of Wands here, it's like, okay, I know I don't want this, so let me get really clear on what I do want, and I'm ready to move towards that, because enough is enough with this energy. Like, this is toxic. A person can't live in this energy forever. It's not sustainable. I know it. I know I'm worthy of something better than this. I can work through this. I need to go towards my happiness. And the moon card, this conflict is shining a light on that. Whereas before, I don't think you know what you wanted. The challenge here in the moon card is this situation is gonna bring up some clarity for you of like, okay. No, there's got to be something better than this. I've got to move to something better than this. And I need to set some new expectations for myself around being happy, around something that's more stable and secure, something that is sustainable, because this shit ain't working. And this is bringing it up in you. And I honestly think it's a little shocking, because I feel like you may have thought that this current situation or whatever you're dealing with right here, I think you may have thought it was your happy ending. And it's making you reassess. It's really making you reassess some things. And it's bringing in a new beginning, although you're not feeling it. You're not feeling it just yet. This is going to be a challenge, but this is an opportunity for a new beginning, and it's something that is inspiring to you, that excites you, that feels good again. It's like a new beginning to start fresh and start over, and you're taking what you've learned and you're applying it to this new beginning, because it's time. It's time that you address some of these things, and it's time to really almost like just start over, start fresh, clean slate. Clean slate. Now that you have a lot of understanding about what doesn't work for you. And the King of Cups here, I'm loving the King of Cups, because King of Cups is also about compassion and having compassionate boundaries. Like the King of Cups is very aware of how he feels, gender doesn't matter, very aware of how he feels, and he's able to navigate and feel his feelings while staying steady, while keeping the course. And the King of Cups is able to set healthy boundaries with others, but he does it in a very mindful and a very compassionate way, which is also like this King of Wands approach. The King of Wands is all about taking action and sharing ideas and sharing information, but the King of Wands also does that in a very compassionate and loving way. And yeah, that's going to be a challenge, I feel like, with all this conflict. But that's also, so the moon is also going to shine a light on, I think, a need for healthy boundaries with others. And lean into your King of Cups in the sense that you can have healthy boundaries with other people, but you don't have to do it in such a negative, destructive, critical way. You can set boundaries in a very compassionate and loving place for both parties. It's just leaning into that compassion and understanding. Ooh, okay. So the outcome energy I do like. The outcome energy does feel better. It feels better because it's more like you're at a standstill, but I feel like it's a good standstill. Okay. It's like, okay, so I'm going through some shit. I'm having some challenges on how to navigate this in the most compassionate and loving way. And then the outcome is like, okay, Hangman, Knight of Pentacles, the Empress. So this feels like you, through all of this, you are going to get to a place where you can just accept where you are where you are, and surrender to the process a little bit and just let go and go, okay, I'm surrendering to this. I am where I am. I acknowledge I haven't been going through the best of stuff. And I know there's a need for me to take a step back and get some new perspective on it. And you do. You need a new perspective here, and you need an understanding of how you're going to move forward, because there is a new beginning here. You just need some clarity on how to move forward, and you need time to integrate. Like the Hangman is all about being able to take a step back and to integrate everything that's happened to you in a way that you can understand it, in a way where it makes sense for you, in a way that provides clarity. And clarity is almost like it provides clarity, and it opens up a new way forward, I should say. And it is needed. It is needed. So I see you doing that. I see the Knight of Pentacles. There is going to be an opportunity coming in here. The Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight. And like I said earlier, I don't think this is a weekly reading. This feels very big to me. But there is an opportunity that's coming in, whether it be a job opportunity, a new project, whether it be a new relationship, whether it be just a new opportunity for you to grow and expand personally. But there is an opportunity coming in. It is something that I believe that you want, for sure. It's just going to be a little slower moving, because it's opening up when you just let go a little bit. So when you show up in Hangman energy, you're letting go and surrendering and kind of just accepting where you are. That is opening up this opportunity to come into you, which is good. I do feel like I said, it's a good thing. And then it's going to allow you to, with the Empress, it just feels like you're going to be in a position to where you can create something new. And I feel like you're going to have some clarity around that. And I think you're going to also really learn, I think through all this process, I think you're learning to trust a little bit. I think it's forced you that you are, it's basically like this. You can't control, like you can control you can work with your thoughts, you can work on your manifesting, you can control what you think about, when you think about, and how you take care of yourself. You can control those things. And so when you're manifesting and you're wanting to bring something new, an opportunity into your life, at a certain point, you do have to realize that you have no control on when it shows up. Divine timing, as frustrating as it is, you have no control on when it shows up, and you have no control of how it shows up. And the Empress, this is coming in like you're learning to trust and understand that I have no control over these things. I only have control over me. And I have control over how I show up in situations. And I'm learning to trust that I'm going to receive everything I need to receive and that it's coming to me in due time. The Empress is not about doing or taking action. The Empress sits back on her gorgeous throne. She's creating something new for herself, but she also trusts that it's going to show up when she needs it to show up. And she's able to receive it, which is the biggest part, is sitting back and trusting and receiving it when it shows up, because she knows what she has control of and she knows what she doesn't have control of. Trust. Trust, earth signs. Trust, because man, you're going through some wicked stuff here. You're going through some wicked energy. Whew. Okay, so let's pull a power thought card for you. Let's tap on this to help you navigate this situation. Man, yeah, this is, whew. So if you're new to tapping, there's a link below in the description box. Be sure and check it out so you can learn all about it and why we do it here. But yeah, let's see what the universe has to tap on. So what do we need to tap on to help earth signs navigate this week and beyond, I should say. This week and beyond. Oh my goodness. I'm feeling some of it, and it just does not feel great. It does not feel great. As you know, I can't wait to tap just to make myself feel better here. God. Okay, what is it? Oh, well, yeah, okay, I get this. I release all fears and doubts. That's leaning into that Empress energy about trust. You gotta trust the process. Whew, as hard as it is. All right, this is what the back of the card says. I now choose to free myself from all destructive fears and doubts. I accept myself and create peace in my mind and heart. I am loved and I am safe. Yes, let's just dive right in and tap on this. And I honestly feel like I'm just going to tap with exactly what's on this card, because that just feels like the right thing to do here. So repeat after me. Let's go. Side of the hand. Even though I'm going through a very difficult situation, that's okay, because I am in the process of releasing all fears and doubts. So even though I'm feeling very uncertain and I'm not exactly sure why all this is happening this way, that's okay too, because I am in the process of releasing all my fears and doubts about this situation. So even though I'm really feeling this and it does not feel great, that's okay. I'm honoring how I feel. And I am releasing all my fears and doubts around this. I now choose to free myself from all destructive fears and doubts. I completely and utterly accept myself, and I create peace in my mind and heart. I am loved and I am safe. I now choose to free myself from all destructive fears and doubts. There we go. I accept myself and create peace in my mind and in my heart. I am loved and I am safe. And I now choose to free myself. I am free. And I am releasing all destructive fears and doubts. I am loved and I am safe. I am loved and I am safe. I am safe. I am safe. We're going to stay right on this collarbone point and we're going to repeat, I am safe. I am safe. It's only change. And I free myself. I am safe. I am safe. I am safe. Okay, let's take a deep breath in again, okay? Okay. Oh. Earth signs, you are safe and you are loved. And I hope this helped. Be kind. Be kind to yourself. When you're going through this, just be kind to yourself and do your best to show up in that compassionate energy, okay? For yourself and others. I hope this helps. Like I said, and I will see you next time. Thanks so much for watching. And if you like this content, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. It really helps this channel grow and it helps our content reach other people. Also, there is a link below if this was your reading to the extended version. Thanks again. See you next time.